Australia, this is JCB Racing. 10 drivers have been randomly seeded into the bracket. Now they're going to be going head-to-head to try to get to that final round because only one can come out on top. I need to hear you, Melbourne, if you're ready for JCB Racing. Yeah.
She's from Quebec, Canada, competing since 2015. It's Cynthia Gauthier. Thor. His first time in Australia since 2016. Coming all the way from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. This is going to be a fun one right here. Cynthia Gauthier, Thor, was able to take this competition victory earlier today. Of course, she had the automatic bye in that competition. Right now, she has a tough matchup against Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. So let's find out who's moving on to round two. You have Gravedigger set. You have Thor set. Let's go green! And your winner, Cynthia Gauthier, Thor. Cynthia Gauthier, Thor will be moving on to round two of JCB Racing. Adam Anderson on that first turn runs into a patch of just slick dirt out there on the track, starts spinning. That's something that Lindsay was saying before this competition and talking to the drivers. These track conditions, especially with the weather, it's going to be slick out there from almost like driving on ice, and we see that come to fruition here in that first matchup. Cynthia Gauthier Thor will be moving on to round two where she'll face off against Tony Oaks, Ironman. Also, something that we saw in the competitions earlier today was the batteries and issues with these trucks being able to fire. They had to come out and jump these trucks. So we did see that with Cynthia Gauthier and Thor through each competition. They had to jump her truck in all four of those matchups. Lindsay, I don't know if you're standing by, but right now it looks like we have another delay going on out there. What's going on?
Yeah, you know, Ray, right now something that a lot of our drivers are dealing with are some battery issues. So a lot of these trucks were sent from the United States, and what that means is they've been kind of sitting in for displays for just a small period of time. So right now our trucks really only run about 4 to 5 minutes per show, per event. So what that actually means is that the alternator really isn't running enough to be able to charge it. So oftentimes you may see our safety officials come out here and use that jump box, jump that Monster Jam truck. It's a pretty quick and easy fix, but it definitely is leaving our technicians constantly having to make sure that they're checking with their drivers and looking over their truck as a whole.
I appreciate that, Lindsay. So it's something that we did see in the event earlier today. It looks like they ran into the issue once again. So be looking out for the UNOH Monster Jam officials back there, crew chiefs taking care of their Monster Jam trucks. Lindsay keeping us updated with everything behind the scenes. Getting ready for our second matchup here of JCB Racing. From Christmas, Florida, her first time competing in Australia, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. This man has been competing since 1987, traveling all the way from Maumee, Ohio. Charlie Pocken, Megalodon. Trucks are fired up. They're getting set at the line. Who moves on? The 2024 Rookie of the Year, or you have Charlie Pocken. They are off. Jamie Sullivan gets the victory, taking out Megalodon. So far, the girls dominating the competition. Cynthia moves on, and then Sparkle Smash, she's moving on in this competition, taking out Charlie Pocken. Lane choice definitely coming into play here. It seems like that track condition on that far left side, they're just running into issues. Cannot get traction there. Coming around that first turn, it's where we saw Adam spin out, and then once again Charlie Pocken runs into that issue once again in his truck. So we'll see if that continues in our next matchup. You have Thor moving on to face off against Iron Man. Then you had Sparkle Smash take out Megalodon. They're moving on to round 2 of JCB Racing.
This is round 2 of JCB Racing. Oh boy, our 2 winners from round 1 will be competing with the 6 drivers who had that automatic buy into round 2. They're going to be competing to head to that semifinal round. Let me hear you if you're ready for more Monster Jam.
From Lucinda, Pennsylvania, Tony Oaks, Iron Man. He'll be facing off against Cynthia Gauthier, Thor. Cynthia meeting Iron Man right here. Tony Oaks was eliminated in that matchup earlier today by Blake Ranger, El Toro Loco. They are set. Here we go. Going to a replay. Close competition. Taking a look here. You see it in real time. What our crew behind the scenes are looking at. Coming on that last jump ramp at about the same time, but crossing the line. Cynthia Gauthier, Thor, gets another victory. She's moving on to the semifinals. The juxtaposition between those 2 drivers was ridiculous. You just saw it right there. Tony Oaks was flying around the track. Cynthia Gauthier and Thor just took her time, was able to catch him there. Slow and steady, wins the race in that instance. Battling these track conditions, Cynthia able to get it done against Iron Man. Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. His opponent, Bari Musauer, Black Panther. Bari Musauer, just a consistent competitor in each competition, but Ryan Anderson had the highest winning percentage of any driver in any series. He had the most racing wins at 88.9% winning percentage. Does he do it again? Here we go. And your winner, Bari Musauer, Black Panther, taking out Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. So Ryan eliminated in his first competition run so far here in Australia. Fell earlier today in the competition run and falls once again in this evening event. Bari Musauer will be moving on to the semifinals, where he will be facing off against Cynthia Gauthier, Thor. Taking a look there at the JCB Racing competition bracket, you see Cynthia Gauthier. She's just been on a tear out here in Melbourne. She says that this has been her lucky city so far in all the series. She took the BKT overall event victory last year or last time she was out here, that was 2019, gets the first competition victory. So seeing if she can hang on, but for right now, she eliminated Gravedigger. Then, of course, taking out Tony Oak's Ironman. She is in the semifinals. Bari Musauer able to eliminate Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. He'll be facing off against Cynthia Gauthier in the semifinals. He's the two-time World Finals champion and the reigning Freestyle World Finals champion. His third year competing in Australia, Blake Ranger, El Toro Loco. The 2024 Arena Series West champion in his third year competing in Melbourne from Williamsport, Maryland, Matt Cody, JCB Digatron. Blake Ranger made it all the way to the finals at the competition earlier today, but was eliminated. Can he do it again? Let's go, green! Going to a replay, another close competition run. Blake Ranger did have him throughout that run, but as he made his way to the final turn, bumped into the final obstacle before hitting the jump ramp. But El Toro Loco, Blake Ranger, does move on. He's set in the opposite end of the bracket. Makes it back-to-back semifinals appearances for Blake Ranger, El Toro Loco. We still have one more matchup remaining here in round 2 of JCB Racing. Michael Vaughters Jr., the Amazing Spider-Man. He's facing off against Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Jamie was able to get that competition victory. You saw her take it against Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. Does she have another one? Can she make it to the finals or find out? Excuse me. She took out Charlie Pock and Megalodon. Tony Oakes is another fierce competitor. We saw him go against Cynthia Gauthier, so she had a crazy run to get to the semifinals against some fierce drivers. Jamie Sullivan also has one as well. Michael Vaughters Jr., 2015 World Finals Freestyle champion. They're at the line. Here we go. And your winner, Michael Vaughters Jr., the Amazing Spider-Man. He claims the last spot heading into the semifinals, taking out Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. And Michael Vaughters Jr. will be moving on to face off against El Toro Loco, Blake Ranger. And also just an update for you. Take a look here at the JCB Racing competition bracket. I was just informed that Michael Vaughters Jr., the Amazing Spider-Man, has been disqualified from that race. They said that he went outside of the racing parameters, which means that Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash, is moving on to the semifinals. You see here on the Glued to the Action replay. Looking down this stretch, they say he went outside of the line, and yes, He did. He was outside of the racing parameters going down that stretch. That is a DQ. He's eliminated. Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash, will be facing off against Blake Granger, El Toro Loco. The semifinals are set. Monster Jam tracks are built by JCB. Dig deeper, lift higher, and move more with the official heavyweight equipment partner of Monster Jam, JCB. BKT is the official tire of Monster Jam, a one-stop shop for all your off-highway tire solutions with amazing quality and value. Check out the wide selection of BKT tires ranging from ATV to agriculture and giant earth mover tires online at bkttires.com. All right, so take a look one more time at the JCB Racing bracket. We have a shakeup. The Amazing Spider-Man eliminated. That means Sparkle Smash moves on. El Toro Loco was able to take out JCB Digatron. Unfortunately, he has experienced breakage and is unable to compete in the semifinals. So Matt Cody, JCB, will be moving on in place of El Toro Loco. Your semifinals matchups, Thor and Black Thunder facing off against Sparkle Smash and JCB in that next matchup.
Melbourne, this is the semifinal round of JCB Racing. Our fastest four drivers have made it to this round. Now they're going to be competing to get in that final round and to take home the JCB Racing Championship. Let me hear you if you're ready for more JCB Racing.
All right, your next competitors right here. Bari Musauer, Black Panther, facing off against Cynthia Gauthier, Thor. Cynthia looking to go back-to-back racing competition victories. Bari Musauer seeing if he can make his way to the finals and play spoiler. Who will be moving on? Will it be Bari? Will it be Cynthia? Black Panther, Thor? You have yourselves a Marvel showdown right now. And, of course, more drama right here. Black Panther is set at the line. Thor is trying to fire is what I'm being told, but you see that she's not been able to fire up yet. I mentioned it earlier. We saw these issues creep up against her in the event earlier today, so they may have to come out and refire her if she's unable to do so. Lindsay, out comes our USHRA safety officials and the crew. What's going on down there?
You can see right now they're going to take out that jump box. It looks like they're going to go ahead and try that out with Thor. Now, if she is unable to fire here with the jump box, then of course we will have somebody else in her place go up against Bari Musauer in the Black Panther. But they'll have about 60 seconds to be able to try to get her to fire here in Thor. So go ahead and show her some love, Australia.
This has been a crazy competition, man. We've seen trucks fill in for other people. We've seen breakage, eliminations, trucks not firing, but I do hear the engine, so she is able to compete. I don't know if my heart could take any more change-ups right here. I'm trying to keep up with it all happening right now. So Bari Musauer was set at the line. He backed off, so we're going to restage him. Cynthia Gauthier, Thor's going to move to the line as well. We're going to get this matchup going here in the semifinals. They are set. Let's go green. And your winner, Bari Musauer, Black Panther, eliminates Cynthia Gauthier. That means you're going to have a brand new winner here in the JCB Racing competition. Bari Musauer running away with that. Cynthia's had to go to different parts of the track. Unfortunately, runs into some issues there. Bari Musauer has a chance to get his first competition victory out here this weekend. He will be moving on to the finals. Has a chance to take the first 10 points. Now you see JCB Digatron is set at the line. Take a look at this on the track. Our USHRA safety officials come out with the jump box. Now Sparkle Smash is not able to fire. And this is after she takes the place of the competitor she was eliminated by in that last competition. So is she able to compete? I don't even know what happens here if she's not able to get into this competition. Matt Cody, JCB, was eliminated by El Toro Loco, but this is, I don't think I've ever seen this before. Matt Cody, JCB, was eliminated. Blake Granger, El Toro Loco, unable to fire. He moves on. Yeah, Jamie Sullivan, she was eliminated. She was set to take over the place of the competitor that eliminated her, the Amazing Spider-Man. But Charlie Pocken, Megalodon, now takes her place. So it looks like your final matchup is set here in the semifinals. This has been a little bit crazy, but who moves on to the finals? Megalodon or JCB Digatron? Matt Cody or Charlie Pocken? This has been insane. They do fire up. Let's go ahead and get them to the line. All right, they are set. Let's go green. Matt Cody, JCB, emerges from the grave and gets the victory after taking the place of El Toro Loco. So he moves on to the finals. Your matchups are set. Bari Musauer, Black Panther, facing off against Matt Cody, JCB Digatron.
Monster Jam fans, somehow we made it to the final round of JCB Racing. Oh boy, it's going to be a close one. Only one can come out on top. We got two of the best in our JCB Racing competition right now. Let's meet our final contenders.
The Australia Tour veteran coming all the way from Orlando, Florida, competing since 2009, Bari Musauer, Black Panther. The 2024 Arena Series West champion, his third year straight competing in Melbourne from Williamsport, Maryland, Matt Cody, JCB Digatron. You said it, Jabari. Somehow and finally we made it here. This has been one of the most insane racing competitions, but only one can walk away the winner. Here we go. your winner, Matt Cody, JCB Digatron. Are you kidding me? Matt Cody eliminated in that competition by Blake Granger. El Toro Loco comes back to compete and is able to walk away with the first 10 points and the competition win. I'm flabbergasted. I have no idea what just played out there on the track, but it was fun to watch. Matt Cody, he can hear you, Melbourne. If y'all make enough noise, maybe we can get him out of the truck and talk to this driver. Give it up for Matt Cody, JCB Digatron.
Matt Cody really having to earn his way here to this racing win. We're going to give him a second to be able to, of course, got unbuckled. Go ahead, take that helmet off and take a breather. Congratulations. I think this is just a testament to who you are, not only your character, but the driver behind the wheel, because you really couldn't count yourself out. You came back in a pinch, and of course, that means that other competitors, of course, having to take the fall, but when it means that you get the win, does it matter to you?
Yeah, I mean, I can't take all the credit. My hat's off to all the crew in the back. I mean, we didn't even make it out for intros. They were back there thrashing, getting the last little bit of touches up from the event earlier today. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be out here. And, man, what an unfortunate break that Blake Granger had. You know, I would have loved to just beat him head up and just kept going round by round. But, man, these machines are a mind of their own. The parts have their own lifespan. And it just happened that his part went out on him, and I was able to make the call next. And, hey, I'll take it because we're 2 for 2. Last year on the evening show, I won racing, and we kept it going and getting the overall. And we're back here again this year, taking the second event racing win, JCB racing win. And I'm excited. I can't wait.
And you know, there's always a reference between a JCB racing win and an overall event championship, but we do have skills in between. What can we expect from your team?
Hey, we're just going to keep going. We're going to keep edging along the best we can. We're having fun. This is a rental this weekend. Normally you see me in a black and green wrecking machine. Last 2 years throwing it down. But, hey, they said, you want to come out, you want to wheel JCB Digatron this weekend? And I said, absolutely. That thing is a beast, and so far it's showing it. So we're just going to keep on edging. We're going to keep on climbing, come out here, lay down some skills, and that's where you guys get to come into play. You guys get to be the judges, and you guys get to decide on what you want to see out here. So you guys get your phones out, score us your best you can. We're going to go on the front tires, the back tires, the side tires, anything we can do to have some fun. So Melbourne, one more time, if you guys are having fun, get loud for me.
One more time for your JCB racing winner, Matt Cody, JCB Digatron.
Well, congratulations to Matt Cody. JCB Digatron walks away with the first 10 points. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the BKT overall event leaderboard. That was chaos. I was trying to keep up with everything there. It was maybe messing up a few words, so I apologize, but it was a lot going on in that competition. Now you see here, JCB Digatron has 10 points. They're leading the pack. Bari Musauer, Black Panther, 9 points. Now here tied at third in a four-way tie, I should say. El Toro Loco, Megalodon, Sparkle Smash, and Thor, each with 7 points. Now, they all flip-flopped and moved around throughout that bracket, filled in for one another. They all walk away tied at the third place spot. Coming up next, we do have my favorite competition. It is the Kmart Skills Competition. Drivers have 2 skill attempts or 1 don't attempt out there on the track. We have stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, moonwalks, and more. And the scoring is up to you at judgeszone.com. That is coming up next.
Monster Jam fans having so much fun here in the stands. I am hanging out with my buddy Mason, and we're going to play a game called the Helmet Shuffle. You ready for this, Mason? He's ready. Here we go. We're going to put a trophy, underneath one of these helmets. keep your eye on the middle helmet. Here we go. Not done just yet. Keep your eye on it. Well, I got a little bit cross-eyed, but shout out, help Mason out here if you think you know which helmet it's under. Did you see it? No. He said no. I got you. I feel you. Me either. Shout it out. Help him out. Come on. What do you see? What do you see? We got 3, 2, and 1. That's perfect. I love it. Hey, let's just take a stab at it. Which one? Let's just go ahead and pick one.
2.
Okay, he says 2. Let's see if he's right. It's not under 3. Oh! Look at that! Under 2. Give it up for my man Mason here for playing helmet shuffle. Good job, dude.
Monster Jam fans, as you're seeing right now, our Monster Jam trucks are being brought in through the tunnel, and that means that they are good to go for the skills competition. But I want to bring attention here to JCB at Digatron, and what you're seeing is that they're going ahead and they're fueling that Monster Jam truck. Now, JCB Digatron isn't always an easy truck to fuel, but here they have it. They've got that part of the body off, and so they're going to go ahead and fill up this 26-gallon fuel cell. It's a specially constructed fuel cell, fuel with methanol fuel, not gasoline. You did hear that correctly. So thanks to Renegade for our methanol fuel, and of course thanks to our UNOH technicians and our crew chiefs for making sure each truck is performance ready.
All right, as I said, coming up next, it is my favorite competition. It is the Kmart Skills Challenge. Drivers have 2 skill attempts or 1 don't attempt out there on the track. Stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, moonwalks, and more will be had out there on the track. Now, the scoring is up to you, the fans. So, Jabari, how do they do that?
Yeah, that's right. You know, Monster Jam is completely unscripted. That means it's going to be up to you, the fans, to determine the winner of these next 2 competitions we're about to have coming up. I'm going to show you guys how to do that right now. Take out your cell phones, everybody. Go to your phone browser and head to judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. You can scan this QR code right here on the Monster Jam video board. That will take you to judgeszone.com as well, okay? Now, you're going to come across 3 X's on judgeszone.com. That's your city code. That code is MEL. MEL for your city code on judgeszone.com. And we also have it on the banister right here. You can follow that. Now, this is where all the magic happens. Once you put in that city code, MEL, you're going to see that BKT tire. Now, either myself or Ray will let you know when scoring is open after a competition completes, and you'll have 20 seconds to move that BKT tire into the green to score the highest or down into the red to score the lowest, and it's as easy as that. Hey, Australia, you ready for more Monster Jam? Let me hear ya!
All right, getting started in your next competition from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. And we are on our way in the competition. You got the red headlights shining bright here in Australia.
Let's hear it from Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. Right now is your chance to head to judgeszone.com right now. 20 seconds. Lock in those scores now.
Yeah, I told you they have 2 attempts out there on the track, but I also said they have 1 attempt if they do a donut. Adam Anderson goes for the donut, spins out there, getting into a cyclone. Plenty of rotations and a great start there for the skills competition presented by Kmart. What will the score be? It is up to you, judgeszone.com. The scores are locked, and the score for Adam Anderson Gravedigger is 7.396. Getting us started here in the Kmart skills competition. Coming up next, put those fins together for Charlie Pocken, Megalodon.
Let's hear it for Charlie Pocken in Megalodon. Scoring's open, judgeszone.com. 20 seconds. Lock in those scores.
Now, I don't know if you saw out there on the track, but he was actually holding the steering wheel out the window while he was spinning. Also, just to add a little bit of flair to that mix, did get into a cyclone after he bounced off of the jump ramp. So Charlie Pocken adding some flair. Is it enough to take out a score of 7.396? That is up to you. Just keep swimming, or just keep spinning, whichever one you want to call it. That was Megalodon. Scores are locked. Score to beat 7.396. And the score for Megalodon is enough to take it, 7.471. Just getting the victory. He's now the driver to beat in this competition. But we still have 8 competitors remaining right here in the Kmart Skills Challenge. Who do we got coming up next? We'll find out as soon as he gets set there. Once again, you've seen 1 donut attempt each from the driver. We'll see if that continues. Coming up next, staying with the Marvel theme, you got Tony Oaks, Iron Man. Heads to the ramp. I don't think we're going to see a donut this time. Goes into a popper. Tony holding this move steady. He's moonwalking it backwards, heading for the ramp, just balancing back and forth. Setting it down right there. That is the 1 attempt from Tony Oaks. He has 1 attempt remaining. It's Iron Man. Lining up on the opposite obstacle this time. Goes right back for a popper. Tony Oaks is balancing on those front two BKT tires, trying to get into a moonwalk.
Let's hear it for Tony Oaks in Iron Man. All right, Australia, you got 20 seconds to lock in those scores on judgeszone.com.
I am Iron Man. That was great right there. Tony Oaks hitting two great poppers. First attempt was holding it forever. Second one, a little bit shorter on that attempt, was going for the moonwalk up that ramp. Wasn't able to get it. You see him lose traction here. Score to beat is that 7.471. Score still coming in. Tony Oaks looking on the screen at the same time. And the score for Ironman is, yes, sir, 8.765. Taking the top spot. Tony Oaks, Ironman. But coming up next from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Oh, I think he's going to give us something a little bit different right here. You see him backing up to the backflip ramp. Could be lining up for a tombstone or a maximum moonwalk. So check this out. You're going to see a maximum moonwalk. Can he pull this off? Here he goes. Gets it. Starts off with a maximum moonwalk. That's his first attempt. The technicality on display. Still has one attempt remaining. Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Oh, I think he's going to try it. Can he pull it off in these track conditions? I think we're going to see a bicycle.
Let's hear for Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Scoring is open, judgeszone.com. Let's lock in those scores.
Curious to see how that's going to play out. First attempt was the maximum moonwalk. You see he starts on top of the backflip ramp and then comes down almost into a popper maneuver on those front two BKT tires. Now the second attempt, he was going for a bicycle, was trying to get onto the side of the BKT tires and possibly get into a sidewall combination spin. Unable to get into that second maneuver. So this will definitely affect his run. We've been seeing that throughout the event here today. Scores are locked. Score to beat 8.765. And the score for son of a digger is 7.319. That is fourth place currently in the competition. Fan score and this expert score about even on par. He's currently in fourth place. But getting back to the action, Michael Vaughters Jr., the amazing Spider-Man. You see the first attempt there for Michael Vaughters Jr., the amazing Spider-Man. He still has one attempt remaining.
Let's hear it from Michael Vaughters Jr. in The Amazing Spider-Man. Scoring is open. Judgeszone.com. 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores now.
Unfortunately, Michael Vaughters Jr. goes overboard. You see here on the replay. Now, it was a bit interesting because that first attempt, he was trying to get into a popper and was underpowered that time. Gets into it, but might have thrown a little bit too much into it, and over he goes. Those scores are coming in. Score is coming in on the board. Let's take a look. And you have that 6.637. That is currently fifth place in the competition. Jabari, the fans sound loud to me out there in the stands. How's it going?
Going good. You know, we having fun up here as always. I'm here with my buddy Isaac, and we're going to play a trivia question. Let's see who we have, Isaac. Yeah, let's see here. We can go ahead and scratch out A for sure. What do you think, Isaac?
Good.
Elephant, maybe?
Good.
He says it's C, elephant. Let's see if he's right. Yeah, let's give Isaac a round of applause for being so brave, getting on the big screen and YouTube all over the world. Hey, let's get back to more Monster Jam. Yeah.
Get him back to the action. It's the goddess of thunder, Cynthia Gauthier. Thor. Cynthia coming from you all the way from Quebec, Canada. She has one competition victory here today, taking the racing win. Can she get another? See the first attempt there from Cynthia Gauthier. She has one more remaining.
Let's hear for Cynthia Gauthier, everybody, driver of Thor. Scoring is open, 20 seconds. Lock in those scores right now.
She goes for a bicycle on that second attempt and unable to do it as well. We saw that come back to bite Ryan and affect his score. Is that the same thing that happens to Cynthia Gauthier? These drivers battling these track conditions and battling these trucks. It's a brand new chassis for her. First time competing in Thor. Still was able to get off a popper on the first attempt. Score coming up on the board for Thor of 5.862. That is good enough for sixth place currently in this competition. She's been competing since 2023. It's Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Jamie Sullivan just balancing 12,000 pounds, going for a moonwalk combination. Doesn't pull off the combination move, but still a great popper, and one attempt remaining for the young driver. And taking her time here, the second attempt, I think we might see another maximum moonwalk. Lining it up on that backflip ramp. And we don't see a maximum moonwalk, we see a tombstone.
Let's hear it for Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Scoring is open 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores right now.
I love it. I love what I just saw there from Jamie Sullivan. I think she's the youngest competitor here in the series. And there she is, making her way out of the truck. She emerged from the back. They were working on the truck in the competition, unable to finish the racing competition, and makes her mark here in the skills competition. She pulled off an amazing popper. Second attempt goes for one of the more difficult maneuvers. That is a tombstone, where you bounce those back BKT tires off of the backflip ramp. Let's find out the score to beat at 8.765. And the score for Sparkle Smash is 8.070. I love what I just saw there from Jamie, trying to make her mark here. As I said, the youngest driver in the competition, first time to Australia, and she's currently second in this competition. Lindsay, what's going on back there behind the scenes?
Thanks, Ray. Over here in crew seating, I'm joined by Tony Oakes, your current leader in the Kmart Skills Challenge. And, coming out here for skills, it really ends up really going with exactly what happens with our competitors. So when you're looking at every other driver and going up first, it really depends what's going through your mindset. Talk to us about what was going through yours specifically.
There was a lot of different alternatives. My crew chief and I, we were talking on the radio, what do we go out here and do? It's so slippery, they put so much water on the track to keep the dust down here. Earlier today we had so much dust, so that's why we have so much water on the track tonight. So wasn't sure whether we were going to go out and do a donut, do a stoppie off the slap wheelie ramp. There's so many variables in play here. But you know what? We played it safe. We did the stoppie off the two trip ups. Awesome job by Jamie. She's a phenomenal driver. She's sitting in second place. She rightfully deserves that. But we got Blake Granger coming out here next, El Toro Loco. If anybody's going to top me, it's going to be Blake. I got my fingers crossed. Hopefully we come out with the number one spot.
Thank you for your insight. Monster Jam fans, make some noise for Tony Oakes in Ironman.
Taking a look there at the leaderboard in the Kmart Skills Challenge at 8.765. Still leads all competitors. We just heard from the man, Tony Oakes. He's the driver to beat. And 8.070 is good enough to get Jamie Sullivan the second spot in this competition. And you have Charlie Pock and Megalodon with a 7.471. Over a point difference there from the first spot to the third spot. This man trying to make his mark on, get to the top of the leaderboard. It's Bari Musauer, Black Panther. You see a slap Willie there for Bari Musauer in his first attempt. I thought he may have gone for the donuts. That's what we saw earlier today, but doesn't play it safe. A slap Willie. He still has one attempt remaining, and you see him lining up this second maneuver. What's he going to do?
Let's hear it for Bari Musauer, Black Panther. Australia, 20 seconds on the clock right now. Let's lock in those scores.
Bari Musauer, Black Panther with 2 slap Willie moves. We haven't seen that yet today in the skills competition. So says, you know what, I'm just going to get some height here, get on the back of those BKT tires. You see on the replay, slap Willie because those tires bounce, and he hits it onto the back too. Goes for it again on the second one. Says, you know what? That was fun. Let's go ahead and go for another spin. Scores are locked. The score coming in for Black Panther is 7.997. That is good enough for third place currently in the competition. Experts scored 8 and the fan scoring a 7.994. So just about even. You guys are on the same page. We still have 2 competitors remaining in the Kmart skills competition, and he took the victory earlier today. Blake Granger, El Toro Loco. Blake moonwalking back. Moonwalking back. Can he get it? Yes, he does. Popper into a moonwalk combination. Still one attempt remaining.
Let's hear for Blake Granger in El Toro Loco. Head to judgeszone.com right now. Let's lock in those scores.
Blake Granger, the popper maneuver going into the moonwalk. That was a great one. We've seen all the drivers attempt that. He's the first one to get all the way across. You see there on the replay. Second attempt, tries to go back for it again. I think he was going to go for either a nose pit combination. Fortunately, unable to do so on the second attempt. The score to beat is an 8.765, and the score for El Toro Loco is 8.612. That is good enough for second place currently in the competition. But coming up next, we still have one competitor remaining. Go ahead and take a look here at the leaderboard. Tony Oaks, an 8.765, still been holding on to this lead. El Toro Loco, Blake Granger bumps up to the second place spot and moves down Jamie Sullivan. She's currently third place in this competition. Bari Moosauer takes over the fourth place spot with a 7.997, and that moves Megalodon down to the fifth place spot. And Gravedigger is in sixth. That is the top half of the bracket. It is time for your final competitor, and you saw him take the JCB Racing Competition win. Can he go back to back? It's Matt Cody, JCB Digatron. And now Matt Cody lines it up. I think he's going to be going for a tombstone. Can he pull it off? Here he goes. First attempt there from Matt Cody, JCB Digatron, a tombstone, the same thing we saw Jamie Sullivan and Sparkle Smash do. He does pull off the attempt, still has one more remaining. Brings it to the opposite end of the track. What's he going to be doing for us here? Do we see a popper?
Make some noise for Matt Cody, JCB Digatron. Head to judgeszone.com right now. Scoring is open, 20 seconds.
Two great runs there, two great attempts for Matt Cody, JCB Digatron. You see there he had the tombstone maneuver, the same thing we saw Jamie Sullivan do, and Sparkle Smash, second attempt, goes for a popper. And a bit of a flare there as he stops it. This has a good chance to take this victory. I think it's going to be close. But let's find out the score to beat, an 8.765. And the score for JCB Digatron is an 8.239, which means that your winner in the Kmart Skills Competition is Tony Oaks Ironman. Walks away with 10 points in this competition at 8.765 and takes his first competition victory here in Melbourne. See him out there on the track with Lindsay Noble. So let's go ahead and catch up.
Thanks, Ray. Like you said, on the track, congratulations on a win there. And, you know, earlier we talked about the fact that you came out so early. It's tough to be able to set the bar like that and to stick with it. You came out third out of 10 drivers. That's pretty impeccable to be able to come out as the winner here in the skills competition. How did you manage to do it?
That's kind of the sweet spot, to come out there somewhere between third and fifth, because if you come out first, you know, nobody started scoring on their phones yet. By the time you go third, everybody's scoring. You put the jaw on the floor, you're the first one to get the high score.
So do you think it was a little bit of skill and a little bit of luck there?
A lot of skill. I wanted to do so much more, but like I said earlier, it was so slippery. You know, there was a lot of opportunity to do some great combos out here, but I think everybody was just a little bit timid. You know, we didn't want to, you know, just mess up on the slippery track here. But awesome two-wheel skills competition out here. You know, come out, lost the first round of racing. We need those valuable points to get this event championship. So those 10 points right there, that's going to push us ahead. I don't think we have a very good hand going into freestyle, because we come out number one in freestyle. So you guys are going to have to give me those scores. Get that phone out, freestyle. I'm coming out first. Give me those high scores. I'm going to go big for you guys. I'm going to go fast.
Well, congratulations on your win. Monster Jam fans, make some noise for your winner, Tony Oakes in Ironman. Monster Jam fans, are you ready to have some fun? No, I couldn't hear you. Are you ready to have some fun? That is more like it. We've got 4 of our very best Monster Jam superstars out here today. Our high-flying superstars have hit this track. They're going to go ahead, jump 75 feet in the air for you Monster Jam fans. But we need to be bringing the energy the entire time. Out of Salt Lake City, Utah, make some noise for Braden Sanderson. Phoenix, Arizona, Jared LaRue. Let's hear it for Rye Davis. And right here in Melbourne, Cam Sinclair. And they are already showing off for you right now. What they're doing is they're warming up their bikes, showing you guys a few tricks before we get to the best trick competition. If you're taking pictures or videos, don't forget to tag us. And of course, use the hashtag MonsterJam across your social media platforms. Nice KOD there. A lazy boy. Now don't forget, the louder you get, the sicker the trick. Here we go. Some backflip action. Will we see one more? And we will. Monster Jam fans, do you want to see some more? All right, up next is our best trick competition. You can see all 4 riders are up here and ready to be able to fly from one side of the arena all the way to the other side to show you their very best trick. Make sure you guys have those cell phones out and that you are ready to get scoring with us. When you see the ribbon boards go red, you have 20 seconds to get those scores locked in. But again, we need your help. Have those cell phones out and be ready to score for the best trick competition. Monster Jam fans, are you ready?
All right, they sound ready to me, so let's go ahead and get into the action. Kicking us off with the FMX Best Trick Competition, Braden Anderson. Braden Anderson, a.k.a. Braden Cinderson, always known to Send It, coming all the way from Salt Lake City, Utah. And here he goes.
Make some noise and go ahead and get scoring right now for Braden Cinderson. And of course, go ahead and press submit. Make sure your score is counted here today. As you're watching that replay, let yourself know, will that be the best trick that you see here today? Just a few seconds left to get those scores locked in.
There you go. Braden, no hands required, telling you to throw on the score. You see him on the screen. Scores are locked. The score coming in for Braden Anderson, a 7.256. He is the rider to beat, but coming up next, all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, give it up for Jared LaRue. As I said, Jared LaRue coming all the way from Phoenix, Arizona, a Monster Jam FMX veteran. Been driving for over 20 years and has been to over 40 different countries. So what does he have for us? Let's go.
Give it up for Jared LaRue. Shows you guys a knack-knack backflip. And of course, make sure that you are scoring right now. You have 20 seconds to get those scores locked in.
Jared LaRue, yes, the backflip variation, the backflip knack-knack, as you said there, Lindsay. What will the score be? Getting those scores in here at Amy Park. Scores are locked, and the score to beat is 7.256, and the score for Jared LaRue is 8.188. He is now your leader in this competition. But of course, getting back to the action, give it up for Rye Davies. Here in the International Series, you see Rye. This is my first time being able to see him ride. Highly skilled rider, getting ready to hit this jump ramp. Your third competitor. Let's go.
No-handed backflip out of Rye Davis. Go ahead and get those scores locked in right now. You can scan the score on the video board. Was that the best trick you've seen so far? Really quick revolution there. And, of course, no hands.
There you go. No hands required. Looking like a roller coaster. Just throw them in the air. Lindsay, I'm so impressed you know all these moves. You're really breaking it down for me out there. You sound good. Let's find out if it is enough to get to the top at 8.188. And the score for Rye Davis is... He is an 8.906. He is the rider to beat, but coming up next, he's the hometown boy right here from Melbourne. Give it up for Cam Sinclair. Hometown man, can he bring some hometown moves and get to the top of the board? Roll out the red carpet, because he's coming.
And go ahead and scan to score right now for your local legend. Just 20 seconds to get those scores locked in. Shows you a variation backflip.
That was impressive. A bit of a running man maneuver there. What do you call that one, Lindsay? Great move from this man, Cam. Trying to get to the top, 8.906, and the score for Cam is 9.579. He's able to get it done. The trophy stays here in Melbourne in this competition. But Lindsay, it's been a little bit crazy. You think we could do a little bit more out there? What do you think?
I definitely do. Now, Monster Jam fans, we're going to need you to bring the energy. All 4 of our riders are going to hit the track one more time in just a second. But you guys have to get loud. Let them hear you. Now, this is a crazy, but hey, this is Monster Jam, and these guys are trained professionals. Make sure you guys have those cell phones out and you're ready to take pictures and videos of this. Our guys on the track, they're gonna go back, to back, to back, to back. And here at Monster Jam, we call that a Monster Jam train. Pretty cool, huh? Do you guys want to see it again? I thought you might. If you want to see it one more time, let me hear you say, choo-choo! One more time, choo-choo! All right, here we go. And there you have it again, a Monster Jam trick train, showing you guys some backflips there as well. Like I said, they were really showing off for you here today on Saturday night. Take a look at that amazing replay. These are your freestyle motocross riders, but I don't know. I think I want to see it one more time. Let me hear you if you want to see it one more time. Give it up for Braden Sanderson, Jared LaRue, Rye Davis, and Cam Sinclair, your freestyle motocross riders. And in just a minute, we will get to talk to our winner of the Best Trick competition. And just like that, that is 2 wins under his belt here today for the Best Trick competition. And it sweeps the evening, sweeps the afternoon. Congratulations here in the Best Trick competition. I know you've got a lot of friends and family in the stands. It was so clear. These fans went absolutely wild for you. Now, I called that a backflip variation. What are you calling that trick?
That was just a backflip Indian there, but no, pretty standard. You know, I'm just playing it safe. I'm now 41 years old, and I probably should hang the boots up, but I still enjoy it. I love, you know, performing in front of home crowd towns like tonight. It's amazing with all my friends and family here. So, thanks for coming out, guys.
Well, you talk about hanging the boots up, but in all honesty, it looks like you have so many years left for your career. For fans that look at you and they say, I want to also be a freestyle motocross rider. I also want to do this professionally. I also want to do this for fun. What's your best advice?
Oh, well, that's pretty hard because it's such a dangerous sport. So for me to give advice, it's like anything, I guess. You know, if you really want something, you're going to work hard enough and figure out a way. But it's such a dangerous sport. I've had so many injuries throughout my career. But like I said, just to be able to come in and perform in front of sold-out crowds like today makes it worth it.
Anything else you want to say to these Monster Jam fans?
Nah, thanks for coming out, guys, and we'll see you next year.
Thank you so much. Congratulations on your win. Monster Jam, go ahead and show your Best Trick winner some love. Give it up for Cam Sinclair.
You better move those lights, Melbourne! We've reached the pinnacle of today's event. Yo, This is Monster Jam Freestyle.
Huge air there from Tony. 60 seconds on the clock. Getting under that point halfway through this run. Tony plenty of time to add to this maneuver. 45 seconds. He slows it down. Going to see a technical move. Goes into a popper. .20 seconds remaining in this run. Tony been hitting all the obstacles, bringing you big air, bringing you technical moves, the wow factor. What else can he add? Five seconds remaining.
Make some noise for Tony Oaks, Iron Man. Scoring's open. JudgesZone.com. Lock in those scores now.
Tony doesn't even hang out the window. He gets out of the truck. He is fired up. That is how you kick off this competition. A bit of everything. Take a look at here. He goes into the technical move. That is the popper, just to slow it down a bit. After that, hits you with the donut combination. So he was spinning on that move. He was doing technical moves. He had huge air. Scores are locked. And the score for Iron Man is... Those scores are up a 7.535. Getting us started in this competition. If you ask me, I think that is too low. He set the tone early, did a bit of everything. If you have not been scoring at tonight's event, we ask that you do so to help crown our BKT overall event champion. Continuing down the road here on Monster Jam Freestyle, JudgesZone.com is the place to do so. Tony Oaks, the last time you'll see him here in Melbourne. Give it up for Iron Man. He's been competing since 2014. It's the amazing Spider-Man, Michael Vaders Jr. Getting down to 15 seconds. Halfway through this run, 45-second mark on the clock. Get some distance there on the jump. 30 seconds for Michael Waters Jr. going into a little donut spin here at the 30-second mark. Cyclone maneuver, if he can figure out where he's going. He still has time remaining, 15 seconds. Time just ticking away. Maybe he thought he was done. 9 seconds. And he is officially done. Scoring is open. Head on over to judgeszone.com and lock in those scores for the amazing Spider-Man. Good distance there on those jumps you see on the replay, and then goes into a donut spin. Great donuts there. Got into a cyclone. He thought more time may have passed there. Did it at about the 18-second mark. Clock ticked off the rest of the way through, getting those blue grooves onto the track dirt as well. That's left when the friction from the tires burns into the dirt from the speed and friction. Score to beat, 7.535. And the score for Spider-Man is 6.965. Good enough for second place. Michael Waters Jr., the amazing Spider-Man. The last time you'll see him here in Melbourne. 14 points on the board, trying to add to this run. It's Jamie Sullivan. Sparkle Smash. 60 seconds on the clock. Give me a save. Yes, she does. Puts it down. Jamie Sullivan hanging on that maneuver. 45 seconds remaining. She slows it down. Oh, yeah. Melbourne, I think we're about to see it. She's lining it up. Eyes it, tries it, buys it. Backflip. Plume of smoke emerges from the truck. 27 seconds. Time is clicking. She takes off the steering wheel. She is done. And she leaves the truck. Give it up for Jamie. Scoring is open. Judgeszone.com. Talk about an exclamation point through that run. As I told you, and I've said it time and time before, the youngest driver in this competition, and she's hanging out with a bunch of Monster Jam veterans, and she's saying, I belong in this thing, putting together a great run. The body on her, she says, get this thing off of me, sheds the skin like a cicada, just flies everywhere, since it's a yard sale, and then saves it on that maneuver. See that backflip, pulling it off. Here it is, look at this replay. Great air, boom, bringing it down. And the score for Sparkle Smash is, put her at the top. No question about it, 9.059. Left 27 seconds on the clock. It did not matter. The unicorn lost the horn. Just turned into a regular horse right there. Or maybe even a Pegasus. She got some big air on that maneuver, that backflip. You see her at top of the leaderboard, 9.059. Also, throughout this event, if you see our dirt squad out there from JCB, all of our people out there clearing the track, please give them a big round of applause. You see them also carting off here. Those are all our people behind the scenes, USHRA safety officials, our crew, our tech. They flew in even earlier than us. Some of them have been out here for almost 2 weeks now getting prepared for these events, traveling over 15 hours and doing a great job. And you see how quick they're able to clear the track out there. We couldn't do it without them. So please give them a big round of applause one more time. Jamie Sullivan just having herself a night. That was so much fun to watch. A fast rising star in the sport. 2024 Rising Star of the Year award winner, living up to that name. Sparkle Smash. Look at the smash the competition. That was ridiculous, Jamie. Get that out of here. Now, just a reminder, they must complete at least 30 seconds of their run to qualify for a score. But Melbourne, we're turning up here on a Saturday evening, but I need to know, who's ready for some more? Let's go ahead and get back to the action. You saw him win the last competition. Can he do it again? Matt Cody, JCB Digatron. Goes flying, 60 seconds, some huge air from Matt Cody. Under 30 seconds on the clock from Matt Cody. Getting down to the 20-second mark. He slows down, 11 seconds. Clock is still ticking. 9 seconds.
Let's hear it from Matt Cody in JCB Digatron. Scoring is open, 20 seconds. Lock in those scores now.
Matt Cody with some major air during that run. I don't think any drivers got in as high as he did so far out here in Melbourne. Impressive. His run does come up a bit short at the 9-second mark. Not sure what happened there. He saw his crew chief talking to him on the radio. But Matt Cody took a... Look at this air right here. Distance, height. Score coming in for Matt Cody is 7.327. Point difference, a 1.5 difference between the expert score and the fan score. That's good enough for third place currently in the competition. Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash, still the driver to beat in this competition. But all the way from Orlando, Florida. Does he have some Orlando magic out there? It's Bari Moosauer, Black Panther. slap wheelie there after some big air. 80 seconds remain for Black Panther. Halfway through his run. Another slap wheelie going on those back BKT tires for distance. 30 seconds on the clock. Major the air there from Bari, sets down that truck that he might have gone over. 5 seconds remaining.
Bari Musauer, everybody! Black Panther! 20 seconds scoring is open, judgeszone.com.
Bari Musauer, Black Panther, 9 years in a row out here in Australia. Monster Jam veteran. Just delivering a great run as well. Big height. This beautiful slap wheelie went for distance on those back two BKT tires. Stops right there in front of Son of a Digger. Also, just a great donut to finish out the run. As I said, he wanted to use a little bit of everything in this run. The score to beat is a 9.059. And the score for Black Panther is 8.019. That is good enough for second place currently in this competition. Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash, still the driver to beat. But she is the youngest competitor with that 9.059. So let's switch things up just a bit. From the youngest competitor to the most veteran driver. He's been competing since 1987. Charlie Pocken, Megalodon. Charlie Pocken halfway through this run, 60-second mark. We've seen a bit of everything during this run, but he's going to need to bring it if he has a chance to get to the top. You see him revving that engine. Give me something, Charlie. "40 seconds remaining, kicking up the dirt. Getting down to the 30-second mark here. He's spinning around, drifting right into it. Oh, yeah, he's going for it. Give me a backflip. Huge air on that backflip. 18 seconds. The fin goes flying.
Let's hear it for Charlie Parkin in Megalodon. Scoring is open, 20 seconds on the clock. What did you think? Let us know, judgeszone.com.
Charlie Parkin hitting you with the backflip during that run. Getting some good air, use of all obstacles, just ping-ponging back and forth throughout the track, and loses his fins during it as well. But look at the way he lined up some of these maneuvers here. Charlie Parkin hopping out of the truck, giving the Chucky dance. Scores are locked. Score to beat is a 9.059. And as Charlie crosses the top of Megalodon, he's going to find out if he takes the lead right here. Let's see what he can do. The score, an 8.893, just coming up a bit short. You see a bit of frustration there, but this is the last time you're going to see Charlie Parkin out here in Melbourne. Give it up for Megalodon. Right here, hit that replay. Just a beautiful spin. Was trying to get into that combination. Came out a little wonky, but saved it and put it down. And then after this, I think he lost the fins. Look at that right there. Just fins going everywhere. Fish are friends, not food. Quite a lot of Finding Nemo over here. I don't know what's going on today. 9.059. Jamie Sullivan Sparkle Smash hangs on. Now, the fan scoring was higher for Jamie than it was for Charlie Parkin. So the fans answered. They said they liked Jamie's run better, though his expert score was higher. 8.893 for Megalodon. He's currently second. Barry Moosauer, Black Panther, currently in the third place spot. And we're not even finished yet. Still more drivers remaining. Cynthia Gauthier, Thor. P. Sherman, Wallaby Way, Sydney. .60 seconds on the clock, halfway through her run. Cynthia's had some huge air, a great slap, Willie, but she's going to need to add to this. What else can she do for us? Getting under the 30-second mark. Big air into a slap, Willie, 18 seconds. Five-second mark.
Cynthia Gauthier Thor. 20 seconds on the clock. Let's lock in those scores right now.
Cynthia Gauthier Thor, you see here on the replay, a strong run for her. You even had the wings flapping in the wind. Beautiful slap wheelie after some major air. She had 2 great slap wheelies during that run. Also had some good jumps for distance, as you see there on the replay. Score coming in for Thor is a 7.743, good enough for 4th place in this competition. The last time you'll see Cynthia out here in Melbourne, this competition. Give it up for Thor. Five-time World Finals champion. First time in Australia since 2016. Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. .60 seconds on the clock. Adam Anderson launching it out there.
Let's hear for Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. 20 seconds on the clock. Head to judgeszone.com. Australia, you know what to do.
Adam Anderson, after gaining some huge air, hits that obstacle just a bit wonky. And it might have been a broken sway bar seen here on the Super Glue Glued to the Action replay. Just a great run going all throughout the track. Old school Adam Anderson, you love to see it. Unfortunately, it leaves a ton of time left on the clock that will affect his score, but he makes his way out of the truck. So make some noise. This is the final time you'll see him out here on the track. Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. 7.971, 4th place in this competition. There's where the breakage occurred. Good enough for 4th place.
Absolutely incredible runs out here in today's Monster Jam of Freestyle. One of those being Bari Musowers, your driver of Black Panther. And Bari, you know, you are very calculated when it comes to freestyle. Talk about how you create a freestyle run and everything you think about ahead of time.
Well, you know, I just try to put the whole recipe together, you know, to make that good freestyle run. You got to have the flow, momentum, that good rhythm. You know, maybe try to mix in a backflip or that wow factor like Adam Anderson just had. That was pretty wild for sure. Man, but we're just out here having fun. I'm glad to be back here in Melbourne. I didn't get to come and compete last year, but I'm back. Are you guys having fun?
One of my favorite parts of your freestyle, and of course we see them a lot from Adam Anderson as well, is those slap wheelies. What does that feel like behind the wheel?
You know, it's just raw horsepower underneath your right foot. It's awesome when you can walk the back of this Monster Jam truck. It weighs 12,000 pounds. It's like 6 tons, you know, all the way across the arena floor, the stadium floor. So it's a lot of fun. But I want to see some more freestyle. Are you guys ready for more freestyle?
Take a look there at the freestyle competition leaderboard. 9.059, Jamie Sullivan leads. Now Adam Anderson is being taken off, and I don't know if you see the amount of damage that is down there. Lindsay, do you have I see the truck coming right in front of you. Can you tell me what's hanging off of that truck right now? Because it looks like it's everything from my angle. You see there on the camera all the damage underneath the truck. You saw it when he hit the obstacle. Melbourne Monster Jam is coming back October 2026. Sign up today and become a priority guest for first access to tickets before the general public. You do that only at monsterjam.com. This next competitor took the competition victory earlier today. Will he be able to do it again? Jamie Sullivan has been able to hang on. Can he get to the top of the leaderboard? Two-time World Finals champion, the reigning freestyle champion, third straight year here in Australia, competing since 2017, from Lafayette, Louisiana, El Toro Loco. .60 seconds on the clock, halfway point of this run. Blake can ride with the best of them. He's going to need some bigger maneuvers here to have a chance to get to the top spot. Smoke coming out. That could be a transmission issue. He's still running through it. 40 seconds.
Let's hear for Blake Granger in El Toro Loco. 20 seconds on the clock, judgeszone.com. Lock in those scores.
Blake Granger, El Toro Loco. I saw the smoke come out there about the 35-second mark on the run, or maybe even sooner than that. But he was flying around the track, just bringing that energy. He needed some bigger maneuvers to have a chance to win that thing, and unfortunately it leaves too much time on the clock before he can get into some of his bigger moves there towards the end, whatever he had planned. Blake Granger, though, that score coming up for El Toro Loco, 35 seconds on the clock, leaves him with a score of 7.573, good enough for sixth place in the competition. The final time you see him here in Melbourne. Make some noise for El Toro Loco, Blake Granger. But coming up next, from Kill Devil Hills, North Carolina, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. 60 seconds on the clock, halfway through this run. Ryan Anderson maneuvering back and forth around the track here at Amy Park. "40 seconds remaining for Ryan Anderson. Going for the backflip. Throws it into a moonwalk combination. 30 seconds remaining. Huge air. 20 seconds on the clock. Ten seconds remaining for Ryan. Can he get in one more maneuver? Let's find out. 5 on the clock. Goes into a bicycle. Sidewall.
Let's hear it for Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Scoring is open 20 seconds. Let's lock in those scores right now.
Someone call a doctor. This man is sick. What? Your final competitor. He threw it on the line. Jabari, you just walked up next to me. I didn't even know he was going to be backflipping. He says, you know what, I'm going for broke. Put it on the line, and it pays off. Finally pulls off the sidewall after multiple tenths of the bicycle. Gets it done on the last run. Is it enough to take the lead? The score to beat 9.059 Sparkle Smash. And the score for Ryan Anderson, son of a digger, is... He gets it done! 9.288. Walks away as your freestyle competition winner. Delivers as your final competitor. All the moves on the line. Needed big maneuvers to take out Jamie Sullivan, and he does it. Lindsay, I see him out there on the track. We got to talk to Ryan after that run.
Congratulations to Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Like you said, Ray, a spectacular run here on the track. Of course, these fans went absolutely wild. Ryan, what did it take to be able to lay down something like that?
Well, they've heard you enough. I'm taking this microphone now. That is what I came halfway around the world to do in Australia. Now tell me, who had a good time in Monster Jam tonight? That's what I'm talking about, baby. We're going to keep tearing it up. Tell your friends in Sydney. Tell your friends in Gold Coast, because we have just begun this tour, baby. I am here to tear this place up. Win, lose, or draw, I don't care. I want to make sure you fans get your hard-earned money's worth when you come out here and watch Monster Jam. That is the sole reason the Andersons are here. So let me hear it one more time. Australia, who had a good time in Monster Jam tonight?
Well, congratulations to Ryan Anderson. Walks away as your freestyle winner. But was it enough? Let's find out. Your BKT overall event champion. 7 in JCB Racing, 7 in the Kmart Skills Challenge, 9 in freestyle, with an overall event total of 23 is the youngest driver in the field, Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash. Congratulations to Jamie. Her first time in Australia, and she gets the victory. She has the trophy. Lindsay, let's talk to her.
Thanks, Ray. Down here with your overall event champion, Jamie Sullivan, is Sparkle Smash. And Jamie, I could see the surprise on your face, but consistency was key here today. You laid down an awesome freestyle. Of course, always consistent in skills, consistent in racing. What did it take to grab this, and how much does this mean to you?
Oh, yeah, you know it. This was definitely a surprise. We were just walking to go assess the truck and the damage, but you know what? To come out here and get the overall event win, this is epic. We got some of the greatest drivers in Monster Jam here this weekend, and this has been so awesome to be able to compete against them. You know, it's so much fun, and of course, these technicians, they're constantly working on these trucks. It's been a long day. We had an event earlier today, and we had this one right here, so they've been wrenching on these trucks, so it's definitely thanks to all those technicians as well.
And Monster Jam fans, go ahead one more time, get loud for Jamie Sullivan, Sparkle Smash, your overall event champion.
Yeah, that's right. I said, Jabari, it's me and you up. He said, is it? You had fun today, Jabari?
Look, let me tell you, first time here for Monster Jam. Melbourne, did you have a good time? Let me hear ya!
Yeah,
see what I mean?
Yeah, no, it was a fun one, man.
I love it.
Yeah, you looked like you had a fun time out there, but you know what, dude, it was great. Melvin, you guys have been so much fun. As I said, we traveled all the way across the world, but back home it is about 7 a.m., so that means we're going to go ahead and get some sleep. We'll see you next time. Please be safe on your way home. On your way out, stop by the merch stands or concession stands. Pick up the latest Monster Jam Spin Master. You can also catch us in Sydney and in Gold Coast. For myself, I am Ray Varial. This is Jabari right here. That was Lindsay, and that was Monster Jam. We'll see you next time.